Hey guys, welcome to this video. My name is John Watts. I'm a consumer protection lawyer, and I want to answer a question that one of you guys posed, and I always appreciate when you put these suggestions and questions in video comments. And that is it legal to do a pay for deletion? And if so, what's the process? So I want to talk about a number of things related to this, and I'll try to keep this video from being too long, but hopefully it'll be interesting to you and informative. So the first thing is it legal to do a pay for delete? Absolutely. So let's talk about what is a pay for delete. Some people call it a pay to delete. And that is when you contact the debt collector, whether it's by phone, email, letter, live chat, however it is, you get in touch with the collector and you agree to pay a certain amount of money, and the collector agrees to settle the debt for that amount of money and to delete the account from your credit report. So let's use an example. Let's say that you're dealing with, we'll just call it, XYZ debt collector, okay, that you owe $1,000 to. And whatever the debt is, okay. But it's covered by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, so personal debt, personal or consumer debt. So you contact that debt collector and you agree to pay $600, and they agree to delete the account off your credit report. So that's what a pay for delete is. So is it legal? Absolutely. You always have the right to negotiate with a debt collector and come to a settlement. You could have paid them $1, you could have paid them $1,000. In our example, we're paying them $600. And then they have the right to either keep it on your report, but they have to show it as being a zero balance. And they have the right, if they want to delete it. I mean, it's their information. They're called a furnisher of information. They can always reach out to the credit bureaus. There's a few codes they can use, and they can say to the credit bureaus, delete this account. And the credit bureaus say, okay, you're the furnisher. It's your information. You want us to delete it? Fine, we'll delete it. And so it's absolutely legal to do. So what's the process for this? And I want to share something with you that a lot of people have found success in doing, and that is if you call them, you call the collector and they verify who you are, they find the account, and they'll probably give you a little disclaimer, we're a debt collector, we're attempting to collect a debt, so all that's great. And so they say, how would you like to resolve this account? And you say, look, I dispute this account and I would like to talk to you about settling it. Now, why do we say it that way? Because you definitely want to let them know that you are disputing the account, but you don't want to end it there. You want them to then talk to you about settling the account. And they might say, well, why are you disputing it? Say, well, look, I just dispute it. Now let's talk about settling this debt. And usually they're very excited to hear about settling because they're thinking about, hey, I can close out an account today, and it's kind of like Walmart or Dollar General or something like that. I mean, they're not always selling big items, right? So a bunch of small things add up. So if this collector can, just settle all these debts on the phone, hey, he or she is happy to do that. And so then you negotiate with them. Now, my suggestion is don't bring up deletion until the end, okay? So you're going back and forth. They say, well, hey, I can make you a great deal. $900 today we'll settle. And you go, well, how about I pay you $200 or whatever, and you're just negotiating. It's like a car. And they say, look, $600, that's the best deal I can offer you. Take it or leave it. And you say, I would love to settle it for $600. I do have $600 and I can pay that. I need you to agree to delete the account. Now, at this point, it kind of splits off, okay? One path is the collector says, oh, no. We absolutely cannot do a pay for delete. We will not do a pay for delete. This will stay on your credit report till the very last day legally it can stay on your credit report. Well, if it was me, I would say, well, thank you very much. I will take my $600 and I'll go pay off some other debts. And you have a fantastic day. Now, what does that debt collector do? Well, if they were not bluffing, if they were telling the truth, they'll say, okay, have a great day. Click, hang up the phone. But if they were bluffing, it may be like, if you've ever bought a car and the salesman says, oh, I can't do that. And you start walking off the dealership lot And then he comes running after, hey, wait, I just talked to a sales manager. We'll make an exception for you. Sometimes the collectors will do that. When they know that you're serious about walking away and taking your dollars, that collector's already thinking about, hey, I just sort of made a sale here, taking those dollars and going away. That collector may be like, wait a minute, I can't let this go away. And so it's okay, we'll do a pay for delete. Okay, great. So that's one possibility. The other possibility is that when you say, I need you to delete it, they go, sure, absolutely. Within 30 days, we'll have it deleted. So here's what you need to do in that case, is you need some proof of this. So if you're recording the call because they say, hey, when you call, please be advised, all calls may be recorded. Or when you get on the phone, the person says, hey, this is Bob on a recorded line. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? Well, obviously they're saying the calls can be recorded. So if you're recording the call, that's great. Okay, you've got the proof right there. Now, it's always fantastic to get a letter from them, okay, or get an email. Now, it needs to be an official email. It doesn't need to be bob@gmail.com. It needs to be, Bob at Portfolio Recovery or Midland or IC Systems or Amsher or whoever it is, okay? And so an official email that says, if you pay this much money by this date in this form, then we will delete the credit report. Great, you've got the proof now. And so then what you do is make sure that you meet all those conditions. So are you paying the right amount in the right form? Okay, is it by check? Is it money order? Is it over the phone? Is it ACH draft? What is it? Okay, so the right amount in the right form by the right date to the right person or company. Okay, got to make sure you follow all those rules, because if we do all of that, then they have to honor their promise to us, which is a promise to delete. Now, if you do all those things and they don't do the deletion, then you sue them because they lied to you. And under the FDCPA, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, they lied, and that's illegal. And so you sue them for that. So let's take a step back, sort of go back to that initial time when I said they have that choice to make. What if they refuse to do a pay for delete and they let you walk off the lot? Okay. Well, remember, how did you start the conversation? You said, I dispute this debt. So what you do is mark it on your calendar, your phone, paper calendar, I don't care how you do it. But 30 days later, pull your credit report. Now, as I'm recording this in November 2020 through April 2021, we can pull our reports for free once a week at Annual Credit Report. So in that case, yeah, pull them once a week. But give them about 30 days. And, make detailed notes about your phone call. And if you have the recording, obviously you've got, the information there. But look and see, okay, in 30 days, have they updated your report? Because if you tell them on this day, I dispute this debt, and then after that, they update your report, or they start reporting in the first place, and they do not mark your account as being disputed, then that almost always is a violation of the FDCPA, and it's section 1692E8. So E is the subsection for deceptive conduct, and then subparagraph 8 is just an example, which is false credit reporting, and it says including the failure to mark an account as disputed when they know it's disputed. So then you sue them, okay? So think about this, at least when we sue these guys, the non-negotiable part is they have to come off our credit report. Negotiable part is they have to pay us money. So instead of you doing a pay for delete, they in essence are paying you for the privilege of them to delete the account. Hey, that's great. They violate the law. They get to pay you to delete the account. Fantastic. So that's kind of the fork in the road for them. Are they going to refuse to do the pay for delete? Okay, that's fine. And if they properly update it, then they don't get sued because they didn't lie to you. But if they don't properly update it, showing it as disputed, then look at suing them. But the other possibility is they say, absolutely, we'll do a pay for delete. So for example, Portfolio Recovery, as I'm recording this, they will delete an account after you pay. You can look on their website, and we have a video on this also. So it's obviously, you've got to make sure whenever you're watching this video, if you're about to settle something with Portfolio, you've got to make sure that's still their policy, okay? But the point is that if they will do the pay for delete, whoever you're dealing with, Make sure you know how much, where to pay, how to pay, who to pay. Make sure you follow all that, and then check on your credit reports and make sure they're deleted. If they're deleted, great. It worked perfectly. You made an agreement, you paid the money, they kept their end of their bargain by deleting it. What if you do everything you're supposed to do and they don't delete it? Then you sue them, okay? So I hope that this is helpful, and always feel free to make the suggestions, and we'll try to shoot the videos as quickly as we can. Okay, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.